Father Leo Patalinghug is a Catholic priest, but he's also, give him a hand for that, but he's also an award-winning break dancer, martial artist, author, winner of the Food Network Showdown with Bobby Flay. He's the host of the popular cooking show Savoring Our Faith, and he's the founder of the Table Foundation and the Plating Grace and Grub food truck. Wow, how is that for a resume, huh? Now he can add, he tried to teach me how to cook. Let's hope it's not his first failure. Please welcome Father Leo Patalinghug.
Thank you.
Great having you, Father Leo.
Pleasure.
This is exciting. I was going to ask you to break dance for us, but we don't have time. We're going to have to get right into the recipe.
Not a worry. What I'm doing right now is I'm going to be making a puff pastry.
Okay.
And so I'm cheating. I'm not a baker. I'm a savory cook. But what I'd like for you to do, if you can just kind of butter these up. These
Absolutely.
Puff pastry.
And we're going to be butter stuff with the best of them, man.
Yeah, I believe you.
Sure can.
And I'm going to be making a dish in honor of Saint Anne and Joachim, whose feast day in the church was on July 26th. Now, a lot of people don't know who she is, but she's actually Jesus's grandmother.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so this whole movement, Plating Grace, is all about bringing families back around the dinner table and making sure they eat together, because honestly, if you cook well, your kids are gonna listen to you because they can't talk with their mouth full.
You think that works? Okay, good for you.
So
all right.
Once we get this in the oven, it's actually going to come out looking like this. This is the magic of TV. And what I've got some
Yeah, that looks different than this.
It looks a little bit different. Yeah, exactly. And what I've mixed here is, you could use mascarpone cheese. I just use some softened cream cheese, as well as some sugar and a little lemon extract. And here's the beauty. This couldn't get any easier. This is something that kids, grandkids, and grandparents can do, because I think what we've got to do is bring generations back to the table.
Yes.
And food will do it.
Totally good.
And so here's what we're going to do. You've seen me, I've made some here. We're just going to take a little spoonful just like this, and we're going to top it off with any type of berry you want. And then I'm going to just basically layer another one right on top. And this is kind of like a Napoleon, so to speak. A Napoleon would be kind of like a layered dessert with puff pastry. And you can see how easy that is. And I don't know if you can do this. I'm sure you can. We're just going to hit it with a little bit of powdered sugar, and it makes it beautiful.
It does, and I love strawberries.
Yes, well, strawberries and kiwi, and all we're doing is reminding people that if you want to reduce drug addiction, teen pregnancy, teen suicide, the number one factor in all of that is a regular family meal.
Really?
It is the God's
That seems
honest
so
truth.
simple.
Well, because life doesn't have to be complicated.
It doesn't have to be, does it?
No, not at all. And what I've tried to do, even with my movement in the new book, this is called Dining with the Saints.
Which I love the title.
We want to remind people that if you want to get to heaven, you got to be hungry for it.
That is a great statement, Father Leo.
Thank you.
Love it.
And you know, it all happened when I beat Bobby Flay on a Food Network throwdown. Season 7, episode 1. And basically...
Not that anybody is remembering that.
And all that did was it literally got the whole food world thinking there's got to be more than food just simply taking pictures on it for Instagram.
Yeah.
It really has a purpose, in fact, a theological purpose, that from the moment we were conceived in our mother's womb, no matter what the Supreme Court used to tell us, that life begins in the womb and God wants to feed us with the good things of life. And
so that one's got some kiwi.
That's got some kiwi. We're going to hit it with just a little bit more of this.
Oh, let me do that. I just
go for it.
So want to do that.
Because if you don't work, you don't eat. Jesus said so.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Hey, I'm working, brother. I'm working. I want to eat some of this.
And that's the real beauty, you know. Like I have a food truck, and look at you being all fancy and everything. That's like holy water for this man right now.
I'm a Southern boy. Powdered sugar, it works, man. It does it. Absolutely.
What I love about food is that it actually reminds people that we're human. Yeah. And humanity won't exist without food. And so I do a lot of corporate talks reminding people that companies, the word company, cum panis, means with bread. The best companies are the ones where the bosses eat with their employees, kind of the way Jesus did with his disciples.
No wonder your books are popular and you beat Bobby Flay.
Season 7, episode 1.
I love it. Love it. Hey, one of the recipes in here, I was looking through, and it is called What is that cod recipe?
It's a cod recipe because the Portuguese love cod. And so I base it, God bless you, and I can do that.
Yes, you can.
Yes, I can. And the beautiful thing is that the Portuguese love cod so much that I created a recipe and I called it In Cod We Trust.
In Cod We Trust. I love that. Absolutely love that. How clever.
Yeah.
You ever cut your finger doing it?
Have I cut my finger? No. But let me tell you, if I was doing that balancing act that your previous guest was doing, he made me pray.
Listen.
Oh, my gosh. He really made me pray.
So do we get to eat one of these things?
You sure do, especially after we do a little blessing, because all food is a blessing. So go ahead, bon appetit, give it a little taste test.
Well, we want to tell you that if you want to get Father Leo's delicious sauces and his latest book, Dining with the Saints, now it supports, by the way, when you get it, it supports Plating Grace, or to find his TV shows, Savoring Our Faith. Go to Huckabee.tv. We will link you, and I think you're going to want to. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I hope you will now. The button is just below this video, and there's a little bell next to it. If you click on those, YouTube will reluctantly start letting you know when we've got a new video uploaded.